Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host Jeffrey Lazarus, and you are watching Mining for Gems on the Gaming Vector. This is a show where we dig through the Xbox Live indie games catalog once a week in an effort to find the indie game gems on Xbox Live. On this week's episode, we're taking a look at Thunder Moon. This is a downloadable Xbox Live arcade indie games title and priced at $1, so let's go ahead and jump in and see what we have in store for us. So here in the About section, we can see website feedback, so on and so forth. Let's check the settings. We'll leave extra help on. I haven't yet to play this game, so that could definitely be helpful. Adjust screen. So here we can use the thumbsticks to adjust where we want the edges of our HUD to be. That's always helpful. Audio options, we do have separate audio for effects and music. Input options, sensitivity, normal y-axis. So pretty basic stuff. Now that's a little strange for an Xbox Live Arcade title. This has VSync, FXAA, Bloom, and Shadows. We're going to leave those settings as they are, but if you've played any PC games, particularly some of the more like AAA ones and whatnot, those are usually options that are reserved for PC video cards. So that is interesting. I wonder, there may be a PC version of this game out there somewhere. We'll have to look into that. So let's go ahead and jump into new game. And it looks like we've got 3 different gameplay modes. So we have Story, Survive, and Explore. Let's go ahead and jump into Story first. We'll take a look at all 3 gameplay modes while we're at this. But this looks like it may be a fairly in-depth game, just from initial impressions, looking at the menus. Once we get past this loading screen, we'll have a little better idea of what kind of game we're looking at. Okay, so we've got a little tutorial going on here. From the looks of things. Okay, so it looks as though we're crash landing from an asteroid hit, which is what we were being shown in the opening title screen. And it looks like we have some support from above, just waiting to get through this opening section. It also appears as though we have a jetpack, so jetpacks make everything better, in my opinion. And the ship actually doesn't look too bad. So graphically, it looks like it might be alright, especially for a $1 title. And it looks like a very blocky world. Is this going to be a Minecraft clone? Because it looks like it might be. Okay, so just by walking towards the ledges, you actually go up. There we've got the controls up in the corner, so swap held item, pistol, atomizer. We'll stay with the pistol for now. Pause by pressing up on the D-pad, which is a little strange, but it takes us back to that menu there. Items. Yeah, this looks very much like it's taking from Minecraft quite a bit. And I'm being attacked. So, alright, I'm going to guess right trigger will fire our pistol. So yeah, this looks like a kind of space Minecraft type game, and now is there any way to maybe... Okay, that is our jetpack on the left trigger and left bumper. Ah, there, we can hold down the trigger and fire. This actually isn't too bad. It's Minecraft mixed with a little bit of third-person shooter. At least that's what it appears to be. Let's see the enemies dropping things. There we have our cardinal directions. Let's head towards whatever this is over here. The sprint doesn't seem to work, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and shoot some more of these Draxon Explorers. Alright, so there should be a cargo pod to the south according to that, so let's head on south. I like having the cardinal directions directly on there and not have to bring up a map. The jump is a little bit wonky, but all told, it's not too bad. I wonder if this has all been procedurally generated, or if this is just kind of the base starting area for, like, the campaign. I don't know, perhaps we'll find out. So here we found the cargo pod, and it just spit out a whole bunch of items. As well as there's a turret there that is now shooting these ugly, ugly space bugs. And there are a lot of them. This kind of reminds me of Starship Troopers right now, just killing all the space bugs. So I'm not sure what all we're picking up, but I'm going to pick all of it up because, hey, why not? So there we have completed our mission, apparently. And now we need to return back to our ship. Oh, that's... Ah, there. By holding down the left stick, we can see health, shield, power, auxiliary item, I'm assuming. Worn item, held item. So maybe there'll be, like, different types of jetpacks and different weapons we can use. Oh, well, It looks like the sprint does actually work, but it doesn't speed you up all that much. It's not really noticeable. And it looks like we have a boss encounter. This looks interesting. So this actually looks like a pretty interesting game just from this point. I kind of wonder, like, if there's a full-on storyline going on and there's an end to the game, or if it's just kind of gonna get to a point where I just kind of run around and do whatever. Also, I wonder if there's building aspects and whatnot. So let's see here. A scanner. So let's see what we have to do in order to create a scanner. So we're in our inventory. Ah, blueprints for crafting. So there we are. There's a scanner, the parts needed. And it looks like there are several things we can build. Refined Draxite, repair kit, so on and so forth. This looks like it might be pretty cool. Although I am constantly getting swarmed by enemies right now, and what is that? Oh, now we have flying enemies. This just keeps getting better and better. However, the scanner has detected a cargo pod, so let's figure out where that cargo pod is. I'd like to get far enough in to see if there's any kind of really building aspects or anything like that, but the gameplay is actually not half bad, and like if there are building aspects and whatnot like Minecraft along with this kind of adventure mode or survival mode, this could actually be a pretty cool game. I'm really, really wondering, there we have iron ore from the looks of things. I'm really, really wondering though if there's a PC version of this, because with those options in the starting menu, that would tell me that there probably is. And I wonder if it's maybe on Steam Greenlight right now or something like that. I would love to know, because this actually isn't half bad. So let's see about using our jetpack. The physics are a little wonky. Oh, probably because there's a giant bug underneath it. Also, from the looks of things, we are hurt. Well, our shield was hurt pretty bad. And we're just being overrun by these bug creatures. That's one thing I would give as a piece of advice to the developer, is maybe turn down the enemy encounters a little bit at the start, so that people can get their bearings a little more. But overall, this actually isn't half bad. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the other modes now that we've kind of got our feet wet, before we get too far into this and possibly hit spoilers. I don't know what spoilers there would be, but I'm assuming it is possible. So yeah, let's jump in and check out the other two game modes. This is actually pretty good. I'm having a good time with this. So let's go in new game, and let's go in explore mode, because survive looks like it's just fighting enemies much like we were right there. But I kind of want to see if there's any building aspects or anything to this. I know I've said that multiple times, but really that's what this seems like this is it's kind of it's a sci-fi Minecraft, I suppose. So let's see. Oh, here we have some other things. Metal plates, metal grates. Interesting. Jetpack, shield pack, time warp pack. Slows down time. Hover bike. Alright, let's grab some of these metal plates. And see if there's some sort of building aspect to this, because if there is, that would be really cool. This might be a nice little alternative to Minecraft. So, what do we have here? Right trigger attacks, right bumper places block. So it looks like there is a building aspect here. That's kind of interesting. This is very Minecraft-like. I know I've said that a bunch already, but it really seems that's kind of what they were going for here. So let's see if we can't build just a small structure here, maybe. And for some reason, it would appear that I have just lost the music backing track for the game, which is a little strange, but we can live with it. I will say the building's not quite as good as Minecraft. Just placing blocks is a little bit more wonky since you are in a third-person perspective. And I can't really see trying to do this while having those bugs swarm all over the place, but maybe, it might be possible. Is there a way? Oh. Well, that makes way more sense then. So you can go into actual first-person mode. So yeah, now I'm definitely getting the Minecraft vibe off of this. Now, is there a way to actually... Ah, yes, you can break blocks. That's what the atomizer is for, apparently. Clay, sandstone, so yeah, all the basic stuff you would find in Minecraft. Now, I wonder if there's any kind of, like, advanced crafting system using different materials to create other types of blocks or anything like that. I'm assuming there probably is at this point, because this game very much looks like it took its influence directly from Mojang's game, and there's nothing wrong with that. there's nothing wrong with the game being somewhat of a clone as long as A, it's good, and as long as B, it's not a direct clone. And this doesn't look like just a straight reskin, but it does look like they took elements and tried to do something a little bit different with it. So let's get into our... So there we are. We can build ceramic, concrete. Looks like there's a ton of different stuff that we can make. Including turning sand into glass. So now that we've done that, as soon as I can stop hitting the wrong buttons, there we are. Let's take a look at what we have here. Insulating material. That's interesting. Turrets, metal plates. So I wonder what you need ceramic actually for as an insulating material. But that's really kind of interesting. Let's see how the glass actually looks. Just out of curiosity's sake. Can we not... Oh, glass is just a crafting component. It's not actually used for, like, windows or anything like that. Okay. So I'm assuming... that there'll be some more advanced stuff, like using the ceramic to insulate, perhaps, I don't know, some kind of wiring for an item or something of that nature. Also, I just saw a random shadow floating there, which was kind of interesting. A little strange and a little creepy. Also, the music has now completely changed in tone. Which is good, because Minecraft really only has about the 2 tracks. Also, if we were to, say, shoot this with our atomizer, do we get... Oh, we do still get the same block back. So we could actually, I'm guessing, tear down our structure. Yes, we could. Yeah, from what I've seen so far, this is not bad. If you're looking for a cheap Minecraft alternative, and something that actually has a variety of play modes, and appears it may even have a storyline, which is just kind of crazy for something like this, this might well be worth picking up. Like I said, it's only $1 on Xbox Live Indie Arcade. I would assume, after looking at the options menu, that it has some sort of PC port. Excuse me. Some sort of PC port that's probably in the works. So, before we finish up here, I want to see how far down we can actually dig. I'm not sure how deep this world goes, but it looks to be pretty far down. So, honestly, final impressions, like, while it is a bit of a Minecraft clone, this is actually really pretty good and really pretty interesting. So, I would recommend giving it a look if you're, you know, like that Minecraft style of game, but you just wanted something new or something different. because this very much looks like this might be that exactly. And like I say, I don't know how in-depth the story mode is or how far you'll really get into it. I don't know how big the worlds are or anything like that, but I would say it's definitely worth a look, especially for only asking prices $1. I would say this is worth $1 multiple times over. And I'm probably going to be playing this for a while just to check out more of it and see if it really gets that much better or if it stays really interesting. But yeah, for $1, I would recommend picking this up. Once again, I'm a fan of Minecraft. I like that game, so, you know, call me a little bit biased by that if you want to, but I personally think this is pretty interesting, and it's definitely worth a look. So with that having been said, I have been your host, Jeffrey Lazarus, and as always, thank you for watching The Gaming Vector.